show. A really incredible, action-packed night. Finishes in every single fight except for one. AJ McKee, Isbulaev. Baby bro excited about the performance of AJ McKee. And why wouldn't you be? Dominant fight. Finished on top, mounted, nasty elbows, vicious ground and pound. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, and the victorious mercenary, AJ McKee. Incredible performance. Congratulations, first of all. Did the fight play out similar to how you thought it would?
Definitely. I knew I had the wrestling, the grappling experience better than him. He was a lot faster than I was expecting on the feet, so that really threw me off. Kind of made me second guess my strikes a little bit, but once I got a hold of him and got him to the ground, I said, oh, this is a walk in the park.
You dominated the positioning, and at the end, you were still hunting for that finish with the elbows. I mean, 5 seconds left, 4 seconds left, and you're just landing.
Yeah, you know, they say you strike through the entire fight. You don't leave it in the judge's hands. That's what we're here to do. We go for the kill the entire time.
We got some highlights. Talk me through this. So this was round 2 where you really started to take over. What surprised you about him?
His speed with his striking. I knew he was going to be faster because he was a smaller guy. But once I felt the power difference, I just knew, get a hold of him, grind him out, tire him out. So after that second round, it was pretty much how bad did I want it, how bad did he want it. And when I saw him sitting on the ground after the second round, I said, oh, I got this. So third round, play patient, pick my strikes, take him down, and give it all I got.
You can take a look at the post-fight stats, and you came out on top in every category. A really strong performance from Isbulaev, but the way you pulled away, especially in that second and third round, I think a testament to why you have that #2 ranking next to your name, and why in the cage just barely with Dan Hardy, you said you want the title shot. I mean, I know this weight class is really tough. It's a nasty cut for you, but is a title shot next?
Definitely. I think it's the only thing that's right. You know, at this point, I've kind of ran through the whole division already. We got a few people left, so I don't really know what's left besides the title. If not, I'll go back up to 155s and once again show everybody that I'm still the best in the world wherever I'm at.
What motivates you at this point in your career, brother? You've had so many impressive fights at this high level. How do you stay motivated to work hard every day?
Little dudes like this, you know, my little brother Mason, all the little young up-and-comers up in the gym, and just showing them what hard work is, you know, day in, day out. Even when I'm not training, I'm still there. I'm still putting in the work, still trying to help them be better and do better. So it's a lifestyle, man. You gotta live, breathe, and eat it, and that's why I keep him around me, you know what I mean? Get him used to it so that when he does get around these lights, it doesn't bother him. It's a natural instinct.
Oh, he seems pretty comfortable. He was out on the cage apron here calling up the noise from the crowd as well. He's your #1 supporter, no doubt.
That's my #1 hype man right there, man. He loves this stuff.
Let's take a look at the featherweight rankings as we're trying to figure out this title picture. Timur Hizrev, is he going to come back after some long layoff? AJ McKee, recently victorious. Jesus Pinedo, Isbulaev. Both of those guys coming off recent losses. Gabriel Braga. I mean, it feels like the picture at the top is actually relatively clear. The fight to make is right there, 1 versus 2. The title is vacant. Will it soon be around the waist of AJ McKee is the real question.
Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna stay ready. You know, that's the body shop saying, you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. Whenever, call me.
You lived up to the hype tonight. What was it like being so close to home and having all the support?
It was phenomenal, man. Just hearing those USA chants, you know, having all these people knowing they're here to support me in my home state. Everyone here, man. California's one of the best states in the world. Not even the country, the world.
I think you might have to go grab a couple of stitches on that cut. Well earned.
It's been a while, so I think it's overdue. You know, this is a little motivation. You know, these are I've always said scars build character. They set reminders, and this is a feeling I'm not going to want to feel again, so it's going to make me train harder.
Well, the feeling of victory is something that's really hard to explain to everyone. He certainly earned it tonight. We'll cut you loose, go celebrate with the family.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate the support all home.
Still wandering around.
He's out. Good luck. This dude's like, we call him the mongoose. He's 24/7 all over the place. So. We got to put a tracker on that
We
dude.
might see the Mongoose about 10 years from now doing the same thing we just saw AJ McKee doing.
Legit. I told him to go play soccer, but
What an incredible night we had. We don't get a finish in the main event after a night full of finishes. Co-main Liz Carmouche, Bibi Araujo, and look, Araujo, she accounted very well for herself in this co-main event. And she was making Liz Carmouche feel some of her strength, and ultimately, ironically, that led to the downfall.
Look, it wasn't for a lack of gameness. Like, she was in there to fight, but Liz has just got such force when she lands. The punches that she connects with, the low kicks that she connected with, that to me was really what forced Viviane to keep instigating these takedowns. And of course, she pushes in, Liz wraps the neck up, and as soon as you see someone with that much fight experience jump guard, you know that's game, set, and match. Liz wouldn't have jumped guard had she not had that guillotine sunk in. And of course, she keeps rolling on. She's still got bucket list finishes to get, but of course, she's going to be happy with that one.
4th time she's got a stoppage in the PFL cage, 18th time overall in her career. And Liz Carmouche made her case for a title shot tonight. Kennedy Smith caught up with the Gorilla.
Thanks, Sean. Liz Carmouche getting another win in the win column. How fun was this one in front of your home crowd of San Diego?
It was a lot of fun. I was feeling the energy tonight. I was getting cold backstage, and I was like, man, I felt so good. And then as soon as I heard the crowd like erupt, I felt re-energized. I felt warm. I felt on fire and ready to go.
You look like you were having fun with it. So talk to me about the fight. I mean, how much confidence was there in every step of the way? Was there any moment where you didn't think it was yours?
I always doubt myself. You know, I always get out there and think it, but I felt confident in different exchanges, like when we were on the cage, that she wasn't going to secure the takedown. Felt confident when her weight shifted that I could complete my own takedown. And then when I got that guillotine, I thought I was going to get the 10-figure guillotine, and she popped her head deeper into it, made it worse for herself. And I just knew that even if she tried to slam me, she could potentially knock herself out and just make the submission worse.
All right, well, I feel like time and time again, you have proved yourself. So what is next for you?
I want to see that bantamweight division. I want so badly. PFL is missing out on some great athletes. And I think the more that we can get women out here, because we are the ones that make the nights fun and exciting that people want to watch. So the more we get women representing, it can only get better for PFL.
And here I was thinking you were going to say that you wanted the title fight.
Title at 135 would be great, but I'll take 125 and 135.
All right, I'd love to see you in either. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sean.
Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Liz. Leading into that co-main event was this very technical back-and-forth battle between Shabley and Alfie Davis. Of course, factoring into the lightweight rankings, really a precision fight there.
A really interesting one. A very cautious performance from Alfie Davis. He got caught at the end of the 2nd round with a big shot. Shabley almost was able to capitalize. Alfie was able to get back to his feet, and then we're back in the 3rd round, but Shabley kept his discipline. He kept landing the meaningful strikes. He was fast, he was accurate, and what I like about this, first and foremost, is that you've got 2 elite-level strikers that really wanted to test each other's striking, and Alfie's got great scrambling as well. Really, really interesting fight. Shabley, for me, is a 5-round fighter and a future title contender.
That's actually his PFL debut. He spent a long time contending in Bellator. He has not yet been part of the PFL family, and it's quite a way to announce your presence in this division. Here's a look at the lightweight rankings. Of course, Usman Nurmagomedov, the last man, by the way, who beat Alfie Davis and Alexander Shabley. He's the champion. Gaji, Alfie, Archie Colgan. He's got the next title shot. Shabley, Paul Hughes, will he find his way back into the picture? Really just an incredible performance by Shabley, an incredible night overall here in San Diego. We start off Summer Series, Dan. We got no finish in that fight. We got no finish in the main event, but it kind of felt like it finished there at the end. Every other fight inside the distance.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, really, really good fights all the way through the night. And even the closely contested ones really showed the levels in these divisions. You know, as you get higher up on the card, you want the fights to be more competitive and for those fighters to start to push each other to the 15 minutes. That's why when we start bringing in those 25-minute fights, we're going to get some really interesting finishes in the 4th and 5th.
First bout on the main card was Abraham Badley making his debut at light heavyweight. And when I saw this fight made, I said, man, he's going to be a problem at light heavyweight, but also doing it against Rob Wilkinson, a former champion. That's a big, big test in your first bout at 205 pounds. Round one, all Babley. Round two, Wilkinson landed a blitzing combination and built the momentum from there. These Travis Brown ball peen hammer elbows to the side of the head, and eventually Wilkinson pounds it out. And let's just say it how it is. He needed this win desperately. It's been a really cold streak for Rob Wilkinson. He had to get back in the win column, and he does so tonight.
You know, and when you're in that circumstance where you're welcoming a new prospect to the division that everyone's really high on, that looks like he's in incredible shape and might just be the next wrecking ball at 205, Wilkinson withstood that early pressure. He was able to recover from that knockdown, and he was able to utilize his really, really strong clinch, which we've seen many times before.
So can he crack himself back into this top five where Corey Anderson is the champ? Shoeface, Dovlet, Luke Traynor, obviously past opponent for Rob Wilkinson, as is Simeon Powell. Sullivan Colley, we'll see him later in the summer series. So the picture getting figured out as Corey Anderson awaits his next challenge.
Look, you've got to put Rob Wilkinson up there amongst those guys. If he keeps winning the way that he has with the experience that he's got, he could give any one of those a run for their money. And of course, you've got the likes of Corey Anderson and Antonio Carlos Jr. with a tremendous amount of experience in the sport. Rob Wilkinson can match that experience. He's been there at the top, he's held those titles, and he knows how to survive in those rough first rounds.
Up next in the summer series, Austin, interim middleweight world title bout between Johnny Eblen and Impa Kasanganay. That's a rematch. The first one was a 3-round bout in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Impa was able to knock Johnny Eblen down, but not out. Eblen recovered well, wrestled his way, and finished that fight strong to get the decision. That'll be in Austin, Texas, and then from there, it's back-to-back to almost back-to-back-to-back. Washington, D.C., Long Island, New York, Charlotte, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida. John Martin, he's the one who decided we're doing this summer series. He's the one who decided the summer workload was going to get hot and heavy. He's with Kennedy Smith.
Thanks, Sean. John, what an incredible night here in San Diego. I'm pretty sure we had 3 hometown fights. It was really a good crowd. What was your favorite moment of the night?
Oh, it's hard to pick out one favorite moment. We had some bangers of fights tonight. Every fight, including even the undercard, got finished except for one. And even that fight was really exciting. But I think, you know, when I looked at the main event, AJ and Salamat, coming into tonight, I had no idea even who was favored to win that fight, because AJ, an incredible veteran, well-decorated, champion of the highest levels. But Salamat Isbulaev has been a beast. And but tonight, AJ proved that I believe, and I think it's warranted to say this, I think he's the best featherweight in the world.
You think that he could get a title shot soon?
I think he's going to get a title shot. He deserved it tonight for sure. Look, we've got to settle the other side of the fight, but AJ's going to get a title shot. And I want to do it before the end of the year.
All right, let's talk about the women. We saw some great fights tonight. Big win by Jenna Bishop, Liz Carmouche. We had a bunch of the female celebrities in the crowd tonight, as well as some of our other fighters that aren't fighting tonight. What do you see the state of that division?
Cyborg was here. I mean, that was amazing, the support. Listen, starting with the undercard, I mean, Jenna Bishop was incredible. And she really demonstrated why she's been a 6-time world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And her ability to go from stand-up and then just dominate on the ground was really, really, I thought it was terrific to see. And then, of course, Liz Carmouche showed once again why she is at the top of the food chain in terms of fighters, and she was incredible.
Absolutely, and this is just our first of many in this big summer series we've got coming up, and we've got a really big one in Austin, July 18th. Impa Kasanganay, Johnny Eblen. Talk to me about that fight.
Oh, I'm really, really excited about that. Listen, you know, Costello Martinez was the middleweight champ, got injured, but I don't want to slow down the division, and Johnny Eblen didn't want to slow down either, and I didn't want to fight him unless it was for a championship. And when I thought about Impa and his devastating knockout of Dalton Rasta in Pittsburgh, I thought these are 2 fighters that deserve to fight for a championship, so they'll fight for the interim championship. Last time they fought, really close, split decision. A lot of people thought Impa almost knocked Johnny out in the 2nd round, so that's going to be a banger of a fight, and I can't wait to take the PFL to Austin.
And then we have a good co-main event, Sergio Pettis and Louis McGrillen.
Absolutely. You know, Sergio, veteran, has had some spectacular fights, coming off a loss, wants to rebound. And then Lewis McGrillen, I'm very, very excited to see him live. I haven't seen him live, but he is an up-and-coming star, and I know he's hungry. He's been chasing after me to tell me over and over again how much he wants to fight for a championship here. So I'm excited about that too.
And then after that, we've got Washington, D.C., New York, a great summer ahead of us. What are you looking forward to?
Washington, D.C., the return of Thad Jean. After winning the tournament last year, and I told Thad, I'm like, you can't take this much time off, and he was deserving of a championship fight. That's going to be really exciting, and of course, coming to my backyard, I grew up on Long Island, to being able to bring Usman Nurmagomedov, Archie Kogan. Neither one of them have lost. I think they're 34 wins, 0 losses between them. And then finally the return of Dakota Ditcheva after having been out for almost a year because of injury. And she's 15-0, and a lot of people believe, and I believe, she's probably the most dominant female fighter right now, although Liz might have something to say about that, and Chris Cyborg might, although Chris fights in a different weight class. But we've got Chris fighting probably her last fight in the cage later this summer too, so it's going to be a great summer for us. I can't wait.
Such a great summer. Thank you so much, John. Sean.
Thank you, Kennedy. There's your main card for Austin. Johnny Eblen, Impika Sunganai. Actually, minor correction, Sergio Pettis out with an injury, so Lewis McGrillen will be taking on Rafael Donacimento, Kalen Loughran, and Julio Arce. Jesus Pinedo looking to get back in the win column in a tough bout. What a night here in San Diego. What a start for our PFL Summer Series. I think undeniably we've got a couple exciting title bouts coming up where right now it's vacant at women's flyweight, it's vacant at men's featherweight. Some emphatic statements made tonight, Dan.
Yeah, statements made, absolutely. We need to get these belts in circulation. AJ's deserving of a shot. Liz is deserving of a shot. She wants 2 belts now, 2 weight classes. Yeah, we need to get these belts in circulation for sure.
Scan the QR code for tickets. Johnny Eblen, Impika Sunganai, the rematch for an interim title. We'll see you July 18th down in Austin. Thank you, San Diego. Thank you to all the fighters. Incredible night, incredible finishes. Wow. Thank you to our crew behind the scenes, everybody in the truck. Thank you, Zach, for making us better.
We're done.
Good night, San Diego. We love you. We'll see you in Austin, Texas.